Ladies and gentlemen, as a photographer and travel consultant, I'm houseless, so take this video with a grain of salt. So disclaimer, I purchased a SOULOUT sleeping bag with my own money. So, how to properly use a sleeping bag. I've been traveling around the world for a long time. So, as you can see, I have my sleeping bag on top of some boxes. If you don't have a mat, use some boxes. When you put it inside a tent, you should also have a mat inside the tent so it doesn't have contact with the cold ground. This sleeping bag works really efficient. I'm in New York City. It's really cold. It went down to 31 Fahrenheit last night, so take this video with a grain of salt or this review. I used it last night for the very first time, and whoa, I was literally too warm in this bag. No, I am not trying to upsell for SOULOUT, which is the brand of this sleeping bag. I just want to give you guys some emphasis on how you should properly use the sleeping bag. Now, as you can see, I have some boxes underneath the sleeping bag, so I don't have contact with the cold concrete ground. And you should do this when you go camping regardless. Get a mat so you have no contact with the ground. So I see a lot of reviews saying that it doesn't work, it was cold, and yes, there are some threading issues here, but they're minor. But it worked really too well last night. A little too well where I started to sweat inside the sleeping bag. So, ladies and gentlemen, the sleeping bag does work. It's very good for the price. Normally I would spend about $100 on a really good brand of sleeping bags, and we pretty much do the exact same performance. But for 40 bucks, I'm not complaining about the sleeping bag. But I do warn you guys, when you get the sleeping bag, try to put a zip tie together with the other zipper so it stays closed and lit, so the warm air stays inside the sleeping bag. But other than that, it works.